gentlemen, basketball is come back to us. We finally get to watch some basketball. Regular season basketball. It's so exciting. Yesterday, a lot of contracts were given out. After the Buddy Hield extension, I thought for sure, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a Sacramento Kings rebuild. And then all these other offers just started going out. I have them all updated on here, but I am super excited for basketball to come back. And after Buddy Hield inked his new deal, I was inspired to do another Sacramento Kings rebuild, but this time I wanted to start doing some realistic rebuilds again, and I want to try my best to be super realistic today. That's the plan anyway. So yeah, hopefully it goes that way. But we got the Lakers and the Clippers tonight. We also got the Raptors and the Pelicans. Unfortunately, Zion won't be playing tonight, but it's still basketball and I'm excited. So let's go ahead and do a realistic Sacramento Kings rebuild. Like I said on the contract situations, there was a lot of contracts given out and I might have missed somebody. Let me know if I did. I don't think I did. But Buddy Hield was inked to like a 4-year $94 million. I saw a 4-year 86 and I saw a 4-year 94. I went with the 94 because it was from ESPN. Obviously, Woj said that as well. There was a lot of tweets about some extensions today. The Pacers, after I literally just made a Sabonis video about him being traded, was into a 4-year $77 million deal, and I think there's some incentives in that as well. There was also the signing of, what's his name? Jonte Murray on the Spurs. $16 million a year, I think, is a steal, especially if the guy becomes a really good player like they expect him to be. I think that's a steal of a contract. Obviously, his market went down a little bit when he got hurt last year, so... But who else was there? The Celtics for Jalen Brown. I think a lot of people didn't like this one. A lot of people, I think Jalen Brown got overpaid. And I somewhat agree. He really hasn't shown much. I mean, he was playing very well when Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward were hurt that one season in the playoffs when Rozier and all them were doing good. But no, other than that, Jalen Brown hasn't really shown us a whole lot. So now that he's on this big contract, he better start showing us a little something. Is there anyone else I may have missed? I don't think so. Obviously, I went over the Buddy Hield one, Sabonis. We had Murray, Jalen Brown. And then we had this small little one of Joe Ingles being extended on a 1-year, $14 million deal. Just like a simple 1-year extension. I think that's all the contracts that were given out today. I'm pretty sure. Let me know if I missed one, but I'm pretty sure that was it. So, this is going to be the rotation that the Kings are going to be rolling with. So I think this makes a lot of sense. The Kings are a good team. I think they're a very young team. Or not a very young team. Obviously, they're young. But I think they're a very good young up-and-coming team. Obviously, there's some veterans there as well. But we got De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield, which is such a phenomenal backcourt, which I love it a lot. And then Harrison Barnes. You know, I don't think he was as good as they thought he was going to be last year. But hopefully, he can be a little bit better for them. Marvin Bagley soon is going to need to be paid as well. Actually, he's still got like 2 years left, so probably not that much. You know, probably a little bit longer until he gets paid. Bogdan Bogdanovic, if they want to keep him here, which I assume they do, probably will need to be traded or not traded, paid as well. But I was watching a video by a YouTuber named Sporting Logically, and he was doing a video over the Sacramento Kings the other day. I was just watching it because, you know, I was like, you know, this seems like an interesting video. How the Sacramento Kings might have ruined their future. And they did give out some weird contracts. I'm not going to lie. Guys like Ariza and Dedmon, they probably didn't need to sign these guys to such long... And Corey Joseph, not to mention as well. Like, there's just some weird contracts they gave out. And I think they should have saved that money for guys like... Obviously, Buddy Hield was about to get his extension. Marvin Bagley, I know it's, you know, a few years away from now. But he's going to be owed an extension when that comes up. And Bogdan, you still need to pay him as well in order to keep him around. So, yeah... I kind of agreed with what Sporting Logically was saying in that video, but nonetheless, it is done already, and they're going to have to roll with it. So, for this first season, I'm obviously not going to do a whole lot. I'm just going to go ahead and let it run through, and we're just going to see how this season goes. Obviously, I want to give Buddy Hield a lot more minutes, so we're going to go a little bit less minutes, and actually, go like 20, 23, 18, 17, something like that, because I want to give this starting 5 a lot more minutes like that. We'll go with that. So this is going to be how we're going to roll with this first season. We have a 3-star rating with Luke Walton as the new head coach for Sacramento. We'll see how well that goes. Could move to 7 seconds and we'll go up to a 3.5-star rating. But I think I'll probably just leave it at pace and space for now. But the cornerstones of this team are definitely going to be De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, and Marvin Bagley. I think those 3 are safe throughout the video. Don't think I'll be doing anything with them. But other than that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the end of this first season. I've done enough talking. We're just going to see how this Sacramento Kings team does this first year. Did end up with a 32-50 record, which is obviously not good at all, but one bright spot coming out of the season is Marvin Bagley had himself a most improved type of season, so I can live with that. But of course, that means no playoffs for us, so let's go ahead and just simulate these playoffs and just see how it goes for the rest of the teams in the playoffs. So we got the Sixers up 3-0 on the Miami Heat. First thing I'm noticing, we got the Clippers moving on to the second round, Philly and Detroit, Milwaukee, Brooklyn, Lakers, Thunder. So let's just go ahead and see who makes it to the conference finals now. We have the Nets over Milwaukee, Philly over Detroit, Lakers over Thunder, and Clippers over Rockets. Battle of LA, Brooklyn and Philly. You know your basic conference finals every year in the first season. The Nets are going to win in 5 games, so good for them. Now let's go ahead and get into the offseason, and let's try to do something with the Sacramento Kings team. Let's try to do something. So of course I'm gonna have to be realistic because it's the title of the video, but nonetheless I think we can still try to make something happen. So we are projected a pick, which is great, 7th pick overall. Or a lottery pick is what I was trying to say. We do slip to number 9. We can still get a decent player out of it, I would think, though. Luke Walton is your coach, or is our coach. I almost said coach of the year for, I don't even know why. Our assistant coach, we're going to keep the staff relatively the same because, you know, as a realistic rebuild is, I don't think, oh wow, we have a lot of second round picks. We should be firing our head coach after 1 season. So, other than that, let's just see. So we have all these, like, look at this contract, like Corey Joseph, 12 mil a year, just so dumb. What is he on a player option or a team option? I really hope it's a team option because that would be awesome. Yes, he does have a team option. Ariza only has 1 year left on his contract, and Dedmon has a team option as well. So I don't think I'm gonna be trading either of these guys. I think they will be staying here because the free agency class this year is gonna be poor anyway, especially after all these restricted free agent signings. But we have so many second round picks. I wonder if the Kings would like consider maybe packaging to try to trade up, because with that many second round picks, you could probably even acquire another maybe pick, late first rounder maybe. You know, maybe you could do something like that on draft night. Let's see if we can just like move up to 26 maybe. Let's see if we can do it for like 2 second rounders. Okay, how about another one? No, how about all 4 of our second rounders move up? Okay, that's not gonna happen. All right, so instead we'll go, actually we could maybe even move our first round pick up if we really wanted to. So we're at number 9. Let's see if we can move up to maybe like number 4 from the Grizzlies. Could that happen? Let's see. They're not going to do it for just that. How about we trade like 4 first round picks? Or not 4 first round picks, our pick and 3 seconds, and then we'll trade you. See, is there anything that they might take? Justin James, 23 years old. You know, just to move up. I guess we'll go in and offer him. I don't know how good he is, but we'll offer it. And they're not going to do it. So maybe we're going to have to stay put. Obviously, I would have loved to have moved up, but I'll stay at number 9 and see what we can get to slip to us. So with the number 9th pick overall, let's just see what we get. Isaiah Stewart is probably going to be the best player we can grab right here. Theo, Precious, this guy, Nafale, Dante, Jaden McDaniels. I mean, there's some good players we could take. Chloe Whitney. Do I go Isaiah Stewart or do I... Isaiah Stewart, he is 19. Do I want him more? A lot of these players are very young, though. Scotty Lewis. I'm debating whether I want Jay McDaniels or Samuel Williamson. Jay McDaniels could play small forward for us. He is 6'10". Actually, I don't like him at small forward. I guess I'll just take Isaiah Stewart out. He is 6'9". Not a very tall center, actually. Isaiah Mobley, I know is good, but I already have Marvin Bagley. Maybe if we want to play Marvin Bagley at center, go with a smaller lineup, I guess. We could do something like that. Theo, Precious out of Memphis at the small forward spot. Maybe to replace Bojan, I guess I could roll with that. I don't know how well I like that, but that's going to be my first selection. And then let's see if we could get something good here. Marcus Howard. Not really seeing anything that great, or anybody that I really know, of course. I'm just going to go ahead and take somebody, and we'll roll with it. So Marquette, we get Precious Achawa, or however you say it. I don't even know if I said that right at all. But you know what? I'll go ahead and take it. Isaiah Mobley would have been nice. Isaiah Stewart would have been nice as well. But I'll roll with Dedmon for now. Obviously, we have a lot of second round pick picks. I'll take Flip Petrusev and maybe Marcus Howard, but other than that, I don't think I'm going to try keep all these guys. But we got Darren Fox, of course, coming back. Marvin Bagley also coming back. Harry Giles coming back. Tyler Lydon and Caleb Swanigan. Probably not going to bring you back. Or, we could, but it's not really that big of a deal. Bogdan is a restricted free agent, which is very nice. We're going to go ahead and offer that, of course. And then once we get into restricted free agency, we have negative $14 million, which isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Literally the only thing I think that makes sense here is to really sign Bogdan back. So Corey Joseph is going to be a free agent, or is going to be gone after this season. Buddy Hield, of course, is still here. We have a lot of small forwards. Trevor Ariza, Precious. I think Ariza will probably play himself out of the rotation this year. He'll probably go down in overall anyway. Bielitsa could be all right. And then we got Rashawn Holmes, Dedmon, and Harry Giles still here at center. So I think the only thing I'm going to be waiting on is to see if what's-his-name gets an extension. Or gets an offer, I guess. Look at free agency, man. After Anthony Davis, there's a little bit of a drop-off. Montrezl Harrell isn't bad. Don't get me wrong. Brandon Ingram is going to be there every time. He'll probably be my... Like, if I could assign Brandon Ingram right now, I would. But obviously, we don't have the cap space for it because Kings have made some weird moves in their tenure. Or what's it? Vlade Divac has made some odd moves, in my opinion. But we'll let's see what kind of point guards we could get out here. Rivers, Shabazz. I think I might just sign, like, maybe a guy like Chris Dunn wouldn't be terrible to, take over after what's-his-name is gone. 26-year-old Chris Dunn. I'll offer him a 2-year deal, and we'll see how he does, and then we'll roll with that. Chris Dunn could be our backup point guard. Chicago probably won't be re-signing him. They might end up trading him. Bogdan Bogdanovic gets an offer from the Portland Trailblazers, a $33 million deal for 3 years. If I'm the Kings, I'm going to do whatever it takes to keep Bogdan. I think he's a very nice talent, and I'm going to go ahead and keep him here. So, yeah, very expensive roster for something that might not even be going well. Obviously, if I could get rid of Harrison Barnes, that would be ideal right now. Maybe I could. Maybe I could find a team desperate enough to take him, but his contract definitely is going to be killer, I think, in the long run. To guys like Tobias Harris, I don't think it makes a whole lot of sense. Harrison Barnes is 28 years old. You're going to have to find a team that would make sense. Like, okay, the Grizzlies want to give me... I was about to say, if this was the Miami Heat, I could definitely see why they might want to trade Dion Waiters, because there's that whole thing going on. But it looks like they already did. That's not... Okay, they want to give me Justice Winslow. That doesn't make a lot of sense for the Miami Heat to do. Rozier, actually, I could see the Hornets being stupid enough to do something like this just because they want the talent. Obviously, they need talent there. So the Nuggets want to give me Will Barton and Jeremy Grant, Jeremy Lamb from the Pacers. Like I said, you got to find a team that's Luke Kennard, and we trade our 2021 first-round pick. Pistons, I don't know how well they want to get rid of Luke Kennard, but I definitely could see them trading Tony Snell. The Pistons get a solid starting 3 if they still have Blake Griffin and they're still in the middle of mediocrity. I could see them doing this, but I don't think they'd want to trade Luke Kennard. Although we would be trading our first-round pick to get Luke Kennard, I guess. Let's see if they could give me something else that might make sense. Maybe if you just give me, like, Kyrie Thomas instead. Okay, this is not... Okay, actually, I think I will go back to that deal. Maybe the Pistons are thinking... I just don't know if they would get rid of Luke Kennard, though. He's making $5 million, so I got to find somebody that might replace him. Derrick Rose, Siku... Nobody else really making that much money. Reggie Jackson, I don't want to trade for his 3-year deal. Derrick Rose is on a 1-year deal, but I don't know how much that makes sense for the Pistons to trade him. Luke Kennard, I guess I'll go ahead and go with the Luke Kennard deal just because we are trading our 2021 first-round pick, which I don't know how I feel about it. But nonetheless, we are getting rid of Harrison Barnes' contract. Luke Kennard is going to be a nice addition here in Sacramento to be a backup shooting guard. I don't love getting rid of our first-round pick, but we are getting rid of Harrison Barnes' contract, so I'll take it. Luke Kennard is going to maybe another guy we're going to have to re-sign, but we'll see how it goes. So, yeah, I think I'm cool with that. I think this was a first successful offseason. Not terrible. Not the greatest in the world either. Obviously, we didn't have a lot of flexibility to do too much, but I'm content with what we did. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the end of next season, and we're just going to see how the Sacramento Kings team does in season number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we are early in the season, and we are 6-13 right now. I'm looking to turn our luck around with possibly getting a center better than Dedmon. So what I'm thinking right here is I'm probably going to have to offer a little bit more than just this. But Guys like Dedmon and Ariza are just going to be expiring deals for the Magic straight up. They get Luke Kennard, who would be a nice backcourt mate next to Markelle Fultz, who I think, Markelle Fultz and Luke Kennard could definitely be doing some damage. Plus, Mo Bamba works out as well. Then you got that there going for you. So I could see myself maybe having to give up somebody else, but let's just see if they would take this deal. Obviously, they're not going to do it just straight up for that. How about if I offered a 2023 first, I guess? Like, not that I really want to, but I'll go ahead and give you Harry Giles as well. And then you just go ahead and give me, let's just say you gave me Melvin Frazier. So let's see if they'll do this straight up. And we just got Nikola Vucevic. Let me know what you guys thought of that trade. I thought it was somewhat realistic. We got, we gave him expiring deals, and we gave him a first-round pick and 2 young players. I thought that was fair. We get Nikola Vucevic, who's going to be an immediate upgrade from Dwayne Dedmon. So hoping this turns our luck around and we can make the playoffs this second season. I definitely just made this a very, very expensive roster, but I'm hoping that it all works out. So yeah, definitely hoping for the best. So I'm gonna go ahead, continue simulating. I think I might have forgot to show the stats last year, which I hate that I do that. Buddy Hield and De'Aaron Fox both had themselves a decent season with 21 points. And then, like I said, De'Aaron Fox had a decent season as well with 18. So yeah, so far so all right for the stats. Marvin Bagley is leading the way. We all know how much he scored last year, but hopefully with the addition of Nikola Vucevic, we can turn around and make the playoff. At the end of the season, Golden State Warriors win the championship in 7 games over the Brooklyn Nets. So yeah, good for them. We went 36-46, winning 4 more games than we did last year. So far we have not just put it together yet. So far 2K has not allowed me to let this team into the playoffs. So first thing is first, after 2 seasons of not making the playoffs, after being so close the previous season a couple years ago, I think it is time to move on from Luke Walton. I think I would be pulling the trigger on that if I can get to that. I didn't skip over it on accident, did I? Obviously, I traded our first round pick, and it's going to go to the Pistons now, which they end up with the 11th pick, which that's all right. So staff signing is here now. We're going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this. We're going to go ahead and fire, what's his name, Luke Walton, and I think I'm going to go either Frank Vogel or Mike D'Antoni. I'm gonna go ahead and give them both offers. I have not gotten Frank Vogel on 2K before, so let's see. Frank Vogel, we could get Frank Vogel. Negotiation trade, scouting A. So it's A. You know what? I'm gonna go with Frank Vogel just because I haven't gotten him before. And then we're gonna go to Otis Newman to be the assistant coach. So we got some new coaches here. Hopefully that changes some things. We'll see how that goes though. Obviously 2 second-round picks, really not going to be used to our advantage this season. So don't really have anybody that I feel like we shouldn't be paying. Rookie signing, they did draft 2 players for us, but probably won't worry about them. Corey Joseph, we're going to go ahead and decline him, and Marvin Bagley, we're definitely going to bring back. Qualifying offers, Melvin Frazier and De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox obviously is going to be a huge priority this offseason to bring him back. And then as far as we have negative $19 million. Any other free agents, Corey Joseph, not going to be bringing you back, my friend. And then we're going to have, we actually might have a little bit of cap space, which is actually nice to know. So Justin Holiday, Melvin Frazier, Don Holmes, Bielitsa. So we're going to have about $17 million outside of De'Aaron Fox, which I wasn't expecting. So that's actually pretty cool. So Chris Dunn, obviously, is a decent backup point guard. I'll keep him here. Buddy Hield, staying safe. Small forwards, we got Precious and Bogdan Bogdanovic. I like both of them. Hopefully they can do their thing. We got Marvin Bagley and Nikola Vucevic in the front court. So really, we could just spend this money that we have on bench, which is kind of nice to know. So unless if there's like some small forward out there that I could replace with these guys, which I don't think there is, we could get Josh Richardson. Wouldn't be terrible, but I don't think either of these guys are a huge upgrade from what we have. So I will be spending this money on bench. I think we have a backup point guard. We have a backup small forward. So really, I could use like a backup shooting guard, backup power forward, backup center. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on until De'Aaron Fox, of course, gets his offer. We could get Lou Williams here, which would be kind of crazy. Blake Monk, KCP. I just will take anybody off the bench at this point. Lonzo Trier wouldn't be terrible. Grayson Allen. Going to kind of look cheaper, though. JP. I don't even know who that is. I don't know who some of these guys are. Dodson, about $6 million a year isn't too much to ask for. Dylan Horton Tucker is only 20 and he wants $11 million, which that's going to be a little too expensive for my price range. Let's go and look at power forwards though. Julius Randle would be interesting, but we obviously don't need Julius Randle. Mike Young, I don't know who some of these people are. Ivan Robb, Marcus Morris, TJ Leaf, Trey Lyles, Jeff Green. As far as centers, we got Steven Adams, Jarrett Allen, Bol would be interesting. Dwight Howard. We could bring back Willie Cauley-Stein to Sacramento, Alex Lynn, and I don't think I'm gonna go for center. I think I'm gonna go for backup shooting guard and backup power forward. So let's go ahead and look for that. So we had Blake Monk, which I don't want to spend that much. Tim Hardaway, Josh Hart, Trier was looking pretty nice. Grayson Allen wouldn't be terrible either. So as much as I don't want to spend this much money, I'm gonna go ahead and do it at this position. Luke Kennard, Avery Bradley, Wayne Ellington, Sampson, Pat Connaughton. I think I'm gonna go with let's offer Dotson a contract. Hopefully we can get him. I'll give him like a 3-year deal. Let's overpay a little bit. Hopefully we can get him away from the Knicks. And then power forward, let's see what that was out there. Saric off the bench would be nice as well, but let me go try to not go too crazy at the backup spot. Davis Bertans actually would be a nice addition off the bench for shooting. So let's see if we can get Grayson Allen. I think I'd rather have Dodson. I don't want to spend too much money, so we're gonna get Dodson and Bertans, which is nice. Obviously Grayson Allen's a lot younger, but De'Aaron Fox, of course, we're gonna match his contract. So the bench is gonna be a little bit retooled. We don't have enough to sign Davis Bertans, so we wouldn't have had enough to resign. We wouldn't have enough to sign Grayson Allen anyway, or we would have, but we'd have to given up somebody. So we just need a power forward or a center, and we basically have our team. So let's see. Let's go back to affordable power forwards. We have Bielitsa, which might be our best option at this point. Rashawn Holmes actually probably would be a decent backup center, so I'm gonna go ahead and give him a 1-year deal and roll with it, man. I think that's gonna be our best bet. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and that should be the team going forward. So yeah, hopefully the change of coaches can help. A retooled bench. I mean, De'Aaron Fox getting his new contract. Marvin Bagley's going to be owed one next season, but I'm hoping we don't have to go that far. If we get the Kings into the playoffs, I'm going to take this as a successful video because we haven't made the playoffs once yet, which I'm hoping we can do this last season. I mean, this team is at the point where it should be able to, but we're going to have to wait and see on that, man. I don't know how 2K is going to treat this team, so let's go ahead and simulate to this last season, and let's hope for the best, man. I think that's all we can do. Did I show the stats, man? Do I keep, like, I can't remember if I showed the stats last year, and that's so annoying because I don't know why I always forget, but whatever, man. I'm gonna go ahead and simulate to the end of the 3rd season, and we'll see if we can finally get a playoff spot. So at the end of the season, James Harden is your MVP, averaging 35 points per game. Jalen Johnson is your Rookie of the Year. Marc Gasol is your 6th man, and AD is your Defensive Player of the Year. Tyler Herro is your Most Improved, and Mike D'Antoni is your Coach of the Year. Maybe we should have got him instead of Frank Vogel because he had a way better record than us. Obviously, the Rockets probably have a little bit more of a talented roster. We went 44-38, which is good enough to make the playoffs. We are the 5th seed, which is awesome. Like I said, I was just going to take making the playoffs a W because we hadn't made it at all. So I am happy we did. But let's go ahead and look at the stats and make sure we look at these this time. So we had 22 points from Marvin Bagley, 18 from Nikola Vucevic, 17 from De'Aaron Fox, and 16.5 from Buddy Hield. So I don't know if we're going to win a championship, but I will take us at least making the playoffs. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate this current round against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and let's just hope for the best. As we're up 1-0 on them. Nope. Okay, they even it up. They're up 2-1. Don't lose the Thunder, please. We're down 3-1. Gosh, dang it. All right, let's see what the Thunder are looking like. What did they have that we're down 3-1? They have Chris Paul and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course. So let's go ahead and go to Simcast and see if we can somehow come back. Like I said, though, if we don't, no hard feelings. It's whatever. I thought I made this as most realistic as I could, but let's go ahead and see. We might be able to sneak this game, and we do. 121-100. Marvin Bagley, 28-12, 20-10 from Nikola Vucevic. This is a very good experience for the young players on our team that we are even making it, competing in the first round right now. It'll be the first time De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield will be in the playoffs, so that is good for them. We might be able to force a game 7. 113-115, 28-16 from Nikola Vucevic. Ooh. Let's see what happens. If we can somehow make it to the 2nd round, I'll be even more happier. Let's give our starters as much minutes as possible. Let's go, let's take a little bit of minutes away from the bench. I just want to do this. Go ahead and give the most minutes we can. want to give our guys a lot of minutes, 40 minutes expected. Marvin Bagley, let's go ahead and give, let's just go ahead and do something like this. So hopefully this works out. I'm going to go to defensive settings. Whoops. Go ahead and do that. Tight deny. Let's see. Playing our starters more minutes. Let's see how that goes. We might be able to win this one, baby. Uh-oh. We are moving on to the second round. 37-9-2, 19-12. Let's go, man. I will take a second round appearance. That is awesome. We had 27 from Chris Paul. Marvin Bagley, 37 points. We literally just saw that, so I don't even know why I'm on. So, 33 from game 1. Game 2, Marvin Bagley. Chris Paul in game 3. Marvin Bagley, man. Marvin Bagley's been a freaking monster in these playoffs. All right, that's awesome. But now we're facing the Houston Rockets, which our luck probably is going to be as good as it was in the first round, as they're up 1-0. We do even it up with them. We're up 2-1. No way. 3-1. 3-2. Oh, my gosh. No. I was about to say, I stopped it. We're going to Simcast. Dude, could we actually beat the Rockets? Come on, baby. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me the W. No way. No freaking way. Let's freaking go. We're going to the Western Conference Finals. 22-6, 21-6. Let's freaking go. We're facing the Dallas Mavericks. Another young team in the Western Conference. They have Lou Williams and Bol though. So, and I think that might have been Cole Anthony. So let's go ahead and see. We can make it to the finals, man. Let's go ahead and see. As they're up 1-0. 2-0, 3-0, and okay, 3-1. We won 1, so I'll go to Simcast, and let's just see if we can somehow, some way, come back in this series. It's not looking good. Definitely not looking good. Ooh, we did come back at the end, but we lose by 2. Okay, that's fine. I will take a Western Conference Finals appearance after not making the playoffs the first 2 years, so let's go ahead. Battle of Kristaps Porzingis. I mean, literally the trade. Kristaps Porzingis could get his revenge. Let's see what happens. Actually, Porzingis wanted out of there. The Knicks could get their revenge. As the Knicks go ahead and climb to win that championship. RJ Barrett is their finals MVP. I am very happy with the results of this video. We made it to the conference finals with a team that we didn't even make the playoffs with in the first 2 seasons. I will take it every day. I hope you guys enjoy the games tonight if you're watching. You got not Sacramento. You got, what do you like? The Battle of LA, and then you got the Raptors and the Pelicans. Anyways, guys. Thank you so much. Subscribe if you haven't already. This is Crushables, and I'm saying peace.